Welcome to The Last Investor. My name is Dan, and today I will be bringing you something new and something different. So, I have set up a Trading 212 account, and I have also created some pies where I'll be investing in on a regular basis. So, just to give you some background as to why I decided to do this. You may have seen my previous video last week where I talked about free trade, and I was slightly disappointed in the fact that um, they are charging for the Plus service £9.99 a month, and also that meant that there are certain stocks that you not have access to unless were you were subscribed to the Plus service. Whereas on Trading 212, the the number of shares that you have available to you which are free are quite a lot, significantly more than what you'd get on free trade. And so ultimately my aim is to eventually move on to Trading 212's ISA in due course. So Trading 212 do not charge a monthly fee for their stocks and shares ISA, and also at the same time they have a wide variety of stocks and shares available that you can buy, and it's also free commission similar to free trade. So you get all the benefits of free trade, and also at the same time you have access to a wider variety of stocks. So for me it's a no-brainer, and next year April my plan is to move on to that platform. But in the meantime I really liked their Pi functionality, their auto invest functionality, and this is what I've started to experiment with. So what I've done is I've created four different pies which have different themes to them. So the first one is a all things gold. So I've mainly got gold in there, and also renewable energy stocks, which in my personal view, I refer to them as green gold. So those are the ones I've got in there. I've put in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 in there just as a measure to see how my stocks are performing in comparison to the S&P 500 and also to the Nasdaq 100. As you can see, Nasdaq is currently at zero point 0.5 since I started the account, and Vanguard S&P 500 is 0.75 since I started the account. So it's just something that I can compare my overall portfolio to. Then my next pie is the dividend reinvestment plan. And what I've done here is I try to pick stocks that pay dividends on a quarterly basis, and I try to pick so that I get a dividend every week of the year. So it effectively amounts to about 52 lots of dividends. So in here I've got roughly 20 stocks, and they all pay dividends quarterly. That would mean 80 lots of dividends that I'd expect to receive in the space of 1 year. So far, I believe that I've received these dividends. As you can see where it says 0.12, those are the dividend payments that I've received so far. And at the moment, I've only got £196 invested in there, so that's not bad. And hopefully, as this grows into a larger amount, then the dividends would also snowball, hopefully. What I also like about the auto invest functionality is that the way they've laid it out itself is really nice and very intuitive. So on this first page you can see you can set yourself your goals. So for example, you know exactly how much you've invested in there, you know how much you've got to be invested. It tells you how much return you've got, which is currently £4.19, 2.23% return so far. total gained from dividend income. It sets that out as well, which is really good, and that builds up over time. You can also set goals, so how much you aim to get over time, and you can see how much cash you've got that's going to be invested. You can share the pie if you want to, and then in the holding section, this sort of like gives you a visual of what's in your pie and how much weighting you've got for each of them. So you can see there the weighting is 5% for Apple, 5% for Johnson and Johnson, 5% for pretty much all of them. I've just put a equal weighting for all of them for the all 20. I've taken AT&T out, but yeah, it's just an equal weighting for. You can see that. Obviously, if you've got, it tells you if you've only just added a stock to the pie, and obviously it tells you what the relative weighting is, relative actual weighting is compared to the projected or selected weighting. So that's that, and then the auto invest bit. This tells you here how often you're investing into the plan. So as you can see, I've got a daily schedule here, and I deposit £2 every day, and the end date is 2030. And so if I follow that all the way through, it says that I would have invested 7,400 over that period of time, and that my investment should technically grow at a rate of 8.58% annual return, which would then give me by 2030 11,079. So and if that happens, well, I wouldn't be too I wouldn't complain at all. That'll be fine with me. Then the Genomics is another one, and here what I've tried to do is I've tried to mimic the Ark-Invest Genomics ETF. So most of the stocks that you can see here, you could actually find them in the Ark-Invest Genomics ETF. The only ones which might not be there would be NanoX Imaging and Deep Verge. Other than that, pretty much all of these other stocks, and possibly Livongo as well, but other than that, all of these other stocks are in the Ark-Invest Genomics portfolio. So that's what I tried to do there. Now when you look at the potential return, it says it's 14% annual return over time. So investing 11k over the same 10-year period will return me £25,000. And again, that could turn out, in reality, could turn out to be a lot more than that, or it could turn out to be a lot less than that, but it's just play it by ear and see how it goes. Then the last one is my mixed cap tech. I call it mixed cap tech. So basically, these are all tech companies that I've selected here, and you see Tesla is right at the top, and all the way through, and it goes all the way through to iPod. But yeah, so I just put anything in here. I've currently got about 30 stocks in there, up and coming stocks, which I feel that may be disruptive in the future. I put them in there. Agora is a really up and coming stock. I think that could be a big stock in the future. Unity is another one which I feel has got a very bright future. Fastly and Slack, these are the future in my view. Zoom, we've got some Taiwan Semiconductor, another big company which could do well in the future. So there, and iPod of course, which is Open Door. So and on to what the projection is. So this one is projecting to grow at a rate of 51% annually, and at the end of 10 years, I would have invested £10,000 into it, but it's expected to grow at the annual rate of 51%, which will return roughly around £373,000. So I'll be very happy indeed if that turns out to be true or anywhere near that amount. That would be very, very good indeed. So hopefully that would yield some very good results. So obviously, as you can see, the genomics and the mixed caps are the ones that I'm investing mostly into. The others I invest slightly less into them. So as I said, with the mixed cap, I'm investing £3 a day. So it's a daily investment. And the reason why I decided to schedule it on a daily basis for all four of the pies is that I didn't want to invest on a monthly basis simply because you could have odd periods where markets are really high or markets are really, really low. I wanted to literally follow the market completely all the way through on a daily basis. So I'm really following the ups and downs of the market. Now, one of the benefits of that is that the volatility or the beta for my overall portfolio should be relatively low, because I'm literally following the market every day. So and every day I put money in it, and yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I do that. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. It's an experiment doing it this way, and this will be separate. This is just one method of investing, but I just thought that's a good way. But so far, when you look at the totality of the portfolio, I've currently invested £1,251. I started this pie, all four, probably around, as you can see, about 3 months ago. Yeah, 28th, let's say the 2nd of July was when I started this. So what we say, about 3 months ago that I started this. So yeah, and we'll see how this goes. And I'll try and post every now and again, maybe every fortnight. I'll make a post and give you an update about the pie and how it's getting on. And then the other fortnights, I would basically post them about my free trade and how that's going as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment, like, subscribe. Peace.